Are you feeling tired or overwhelmed? What if I told you that unlocking your body's natural energy could be the key to boosting your fertility and give you steady energy that will last you all day? Today, we're diving in to the powerful energy healing practices that might just be the game changer to those unanswered prayers. Welcome to Roots in Fertility. I'm Carley Schroeder, your guide on this journey. I'm a functional nutrition coach, fertility coach, personal trainer, intuitive healer, a mom of 3 boys. And today we're diving into this fascinating topic. It's all about the energy practices, energy healing practices to boost your fertility. And many women today are experiencing holistic approaches to enhance their fertility journey. And energy healing is one of the most powerful methods to embrace on this journey. We're going to explore how energy healing can actually support you and your fertility and your overall well-being. So first, let's define what we mean when I say energy healing. Energy healing is a holistic practice that activates the body's subtle energy systems to remove blocks by breaking through these energetic blocks. The body's inherent ability to heal is then stimulated. This can be particularly beneficial for women who are experiencing fertility challenges, as stress and emotional trauma and energetic imbalances, they all actually play a significant role. So there are several energy healing practices that can be particularly effective in supporting fertility. So we're going to focus on 4 key methods today. So let's start with Reiki. Reiki is a Japanese energy healing technique that involves laying of the hands. It also doesn't have to be with hands. And it is based on the idea that an unseen life force energy flows through us, and it is what causes us to be alive. And when this energy is low, we're more likely to get sick or feel stressed. And when it's high, then we're much more capable of being healthy and happy and vibrant. So during a Reiki session, a practitioner may place their hands on your body and or just above your body to balance the energy flow. This can actually help reduce stress, clear blockages, clear emotions. You might experience a sense of calm and well-being and stillness. And for women who are trying to conceive, this relaxation and stress reduction can be very beneficial. Dr. Zazu, who is experienced working with women and clearing their wombs and removing blocked chakras, actually talks about the impact that it has for some women when they come in and experience this energetic healing. and I want you to hear it from her.
I would love to. So, it's really interesting to me because womb healing in particular, and so for me, I'm a doctor of physical therapy, a pelvic health physical therapist, I'm a birth doula, and I'm also a Reiki master. So,
Yay.
I just kind of full spectrum from physical body to energetic body, and our wombs, I think for a lot of people, we don't necessarily think about, where we hold most of our like life force energy.
Mhm.
And so for those of us who have wombs, and whether you have had your womb surgically removed, like some people, have had hysterectomies, um, your womb space is still energetically there. That is still like, think of it as like a cauldron, it is just this beautiful chalice of your life force energy. And so it's not just like the seat of where you can create life if you wanted to have a baby, but it's actually the seat of your energy and of your life force. And so there that being said, like when we go through traumas, when we go through very intense emotions, so that could be the depths of grief, but that could also be the heights of joy and excitement and pleasure. Like I have had kind of people across like all the spectrum, from people who are trying to conceive and have been trying to conceive for a while, to actually people who just, kind of wake up, women in particular who wake up and who kind of feel like there's something missing in their life. They feel like their gusto for life, for, just kind of like they're just kind of going through the motions, but nothing like lights them up. It's like when you've got, like the yummiest, chocolate mousse. It's like the like it's just like when if you're like a foodie, if your favorite food and you just like you happy dance, like it's like
Yeah.
that, the heights of joy and pleasure, or if it's like, having intimacy and orgasm and the heights of that as well. To also holding for us really heavy emotions. And so that could also be anger,
Mhm.
resentment.
Mhm.
A lot of the emotions that, especially as women, we are kind of programmed that are programmed to think that they're bad,
Mhm.
programmed to think that they don't have a place, that we should be kind of ashamed of them. We shouldn't make people uncomfortable.
Mhm.
Things like we should be pleasing to like things that basically create this bottling in effect of emotions that, society has deemed and then we have absorbed to deem for ourselves as not worthy of being expressed, and or a lot of guilt and shame and even fear around expressing them. And so I have seen a lot of people in particular, along their fertility journey, that their cauldron or their chalice in their womb is kind of filled with these really intense emotions that they're they're filled to the top. They need some sort of integration, some sort of place to breathe and to be seen. And that is the only way that we're able to actually honor them and allow them to integrate into our being as a whole, because they all carry, all emotions in particular carry lessons
Mhm.
for us.
Mhm.
And so when we deem, anger, for example, like, oh, I'm annoyed at this person because, they called me when I'm off off social hour or whatever it is. Like, okay, but I'm not going to say anything. Okay, well, that's your body telling you there was a boundary that was crossed. And
Mm-hmm.
what you just said to your body was that, you know what? You
Right.
can let people cross your boundary, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, your body is going to say, okay, well, she doesn't hold me in safety within the boundaries that honor me.
Mm-hmm.
And so these things can add up over time and can just kind of create just this
Mm-hmm.
heaviness and this fullness, especially at, the seat of our like creative and passion and,
Yeah.
pleasure, life force energy at our womb space. And so if our womb is kind of holding on to all of these things, that can create kind of misalignment with, okay, well, I want to make space for another life to come in and to inhabit that space. And so that's something that I work with a lot of my clients as to, okay, well, what's taking up the space right now?
Mm-hmm.
No judgment. Let's just let's explore.
Mm-hmm.
We're going on a treasure hunt. Let's
Yes.
see what's there.
Next, we have somatic therapy, which actually focuses on releasing stored emotional trauma and tension. And this actually is stored in the different tissues in our body called the fascia. And so, through releasing these different energies that we're holding on to, stored traumatic experiences, we actually allow the body to stop protecting, to stop holding on and bracing. And when we finally release, it allows this opening. This body starts to feel safe being present in your body. This type of therapy actually emphasizes working on grounding and centering and your own intuition. And it involves several key components. So, when I talk about intuition, I'm talking about engaging with realms of being that are outside of your five senses. It's your ability to know that something's going to happen without actually really knowing how you already knew that. The second piece is the grounding and centering, and this is establishing a stable connection to the earth. And it's bringing the focus and the balance and the mind and the body all to the same place. And the third component is presence. So being fully present in this moment actually facilitates deep healing. When we're firmly and solidly in this present moment, we can't be in the place of the past depression, and we can't be in the future where anxiety lies. We're here, now, present. The fourth component is intention. So, setting clear intentions about what we want to experience in the healing or our transformation. Next is our effort. What are we trying to heal through without draining our force, without draining all of our energy? And so, when we can start to understand specific issues or areas in our body that are in need of attention, we then know how to listen for emotional charge and identify and acknowledge any areas in the body that might need to release. We can do this by incorporating in breath work. And so, doing like an ujjayi breath where we actually can constrict the back of the throat. That allows you to start to slow down the breath, or any type of breath work in and alongside of these practices. Breathing allows us to support that relaxation and increase the energy flow. Along with this, visualization is so key. So imagining the positive outcomes, bringing all the senses, making it as real as possible through visualization helps create that thing that you want in this reality. So after we have done this, we've set intentions, we've cleared space, we've tuned into the body, we've listened, we've breathed, we've visualized, we can finally clear away or brush off any lingering negative energy. And then come back to this place in the center, the foundation of healing, and experiencing love. Love, allow yourself to experience love. Somatic therapy combines these elements to clear the blockages and restore the body's natural energy flow. And regular sessions can help reduce stress and improve your emotional resilience and create a more harmonious internal environment, which is crucial for fertility. Our internal world directly impacts the external world. So creating that space here within will manifest in the external world. Chakra balancing is another effective energy healing practice. Chakras are the energy centers in our bodies, and there are 7 chakras that run along the spine. And now when I say there are 7 chakras, I want to say in different practices around the world, some are going to say there's 9, some are going to say there's 40, but just stick with me here for the purpose of this. The different aspects of our chakras correlate to our physical, emotional, and our spiritual well-being. And when these chakras are out of balance, it can manifest as physical or emotional issues, including fertility challenges, including autoimmune diseases, including issues with the mind, the body. So balancing your chakras is just like meditation and yoga, and you can either work with a healer to start to understand that process. You can watch this video here, which I talk all about the chakras, and or you can just start to get aware of your own body and your own chakras by tuning into your body, feeling that energy. Finally, let's talk about polarity therapy. And this is based on the concept that energy fields and currents exist in the body. And when there's an imbalance or there's a blockage in these fields, it can lead to a whole host of health issues, including fertility problems. And so polarity therapy actually integrates 3 principles: the neutral, the positive, and the negative energy flows. The polarity cycle involves balancing these 3 types of energies in the body. So the neutral energy is the state of balance and harmony. It is the center point that helps regulate the flow between the negative and the positive energies. And maintaining this neutral energy is crucial for overall health and well-being. Now, the positive energy is this expansive energy, and it's oftentimes associated with activity and growth and stimulation, and in the body, the positive energy flows outward and upward, promoting vitality and movement. Then the negative energy is this receptive and grounding energy associated with rest and relaxation and recovery. This negative energy flows inward and downward, and it provides stability and grounding. When we talk in the course, interesting to hear the positive and the negative, because our women in our infradian cycle actually experiences both of those in combination with our hormone changes throughout our menstrual cycle. We have both the time, that positive energy where we're able to put it up and outward into the world. That's really after that menstrual cycle it can be right after we reset with our menstrual cycle. And then in that follicular phase is that positive energy flowing out. And then right after ovulation, the week before our menstruation starts, because of the change in our hormones, progesterone rises, estrogen starts to drop, it's actually the time to go inward and down. It's that grounding or the negative energy force. Practitioners will use touch and movement and diet and self-awareness to balance these energies. And the goal is to ensure that the positive and the negative energies are balanced and harmonized in the neutral energy, creating a state of optimal health and fertility. So incorporating your polarity therapy into your routine can actually help you achieve that balanced state of energy and reduce stress and enhance your overall fertility. It is the holistic approach, and it considers that interconnectedness of the mind, the body, and the spirit. And it allows you an opportunity as a woman to get off of the standard male schedule or the circadian clock where you're activated 24/7 every day a week. You see, that doesn't allow you the balance, the grounding, the place for rest, the place for stillness. So whether you choose to try Reiki or body therapy, somatic therapy, chakra balance, or polarity therapy, or a combination of all of these practices, remember that the key is just to reduce your stress and to create this balance of your own energy and to give yourself support in your environment, with the behaviors, your everyday rituals and routines. I hope this is starting to give you some insight and some ideas on how to change and how to start to actually cultivate this healing within your body. If you found this video helpful, please like this video and support me by hitting that red button that says subscribe. It's free to you. It's easy to do. You can click it right now. And remember that this journey to motherhood is unique to you. And so embrace it. Learn from it. Allow it to be transformative along the way. If you want to connect with people who are in a similar place where we have community, we have classroom where you can nerd out and learn a bunch of different techniques to connect to these sacred centers and start to understand the physiology of how it all works as well, then you're going to want to join me at school, skool.com/roots free. You're going to be blown away by how much content is there for you to start to dive into and to bring yourself to your best health. I'm here with you guys in light and love, and I'm so grateful for you taking this time to be here, to learn, to grow, and now go out and practice practice the things that you have learned. Aloha.